you can complete with the root patterns. I'll give you the exact procedure of completion. Before giving you the complete procedure, I wanted you to know few technical details. Meaning for few technical terms. Bioenergy and biomemory. Please understand. If you have certain pattern in you as a compulsive disorder, it is biomemory. It is just dead memory. If you get frightened, you will run away. If some thoughts, doubts, that person is not respecting me, that person is not loving me, that person is not caring me, immediately you will encourage, all other thoughts will wake up and you will be in depression. Please understand. Memories which stays in you and makes you continuously respond in the same pattern, unconsciously again and again, is biomemory. If you learn the essence of the lessons you need to catch from the biomemory and live spontaneously based on that essence knowledge, it becomes bioenergy. Understand? For example, you see a snake and you know snake bite, you can die. If a snake bites, you can die. This situation can become biomemory in you, that wherever, even if you see the snake photograph, you will step back. I have seen, even in the TV screen, computer screen, if there is a snake photograph, people won't put the hand near the mouth or the body. Come on, tell me, how many of you will not touch the screen if there is a snake on the screen? Means the snake photograph on the screen. This is biomemory. Just knowing, yes, snake bite can lead to death and we will be away from snakes. See, I am not saying don't have biomemory of snake fear, go and catch the snake. No. If you are just intelligent, if you learn in just the intelligence from that incident, from that situation, you are clear. Snake bite can lead to death, so you don't go near the snake. But you don't have the compulsive patterns related to snake and snake fear. You only have the intelligence. Then same thing becomes bioenergy. How many of you are getting what I am saying? Cognizing. Understand? In every situation, if you catch biomemory, you will miss bioenergy. If your bioenergy is expanding, your aura will be something like a few 100 feet. Your presence will be so heavy. If you are a resident of this ashram, you know, the moment I am out of the campus, how the campus feels. The moment I enter the campus, how the campus feels. I may be just sitting in the room, not even coming down. Just the understanding Swami is in the campus, how the campus feels. when your bioenergy becomes strong, your aura becomes so powerful, so strong, whole city, the whole area will feel your presence. If you function on just biomemories, you are bound soul. You are Baddha Jiva, means the entangled soul, living in bondage. Not only that, when you are living here, you also accumulate more and more muscle memory. All the patterns you accumulate, continue to accumulate, is muscle memory. And confusion between muscle memory and biomemory is a confused memory. Confusion between biomemory and muscle memory, confused memory. So for every act, you will not know the right reason. If you know the reason, you do not know how to act. It's a kind of a chaos. In Sunday school, the teacher asked the children, why is it necessary to be silent, quiet in the church? One bright little girl stood up and said, because people are asleep. We should not disturb others sleeping. So you do not know the reasons for the act you perform. Muscle memory is the memories you accumulate in this Janma. Biomemory is the memory you bring from the past births. Even in this birth, the muscle memory can become biomemory. How you know? When you psychologically collapse with whatever ideas you elevate yourself and stand up, those ideas will become biomemory in you, even though you accumulated them in this body. Understand? You learnt 4 tattvas a few months before. Means it will be only a biomemory. But for some reason you psychologically collapse, means peer pressure, work pressure, stress, something, some internal fear, external fear, you collapse. If you stand up using the 4 tattvas from that collapsing, 4 tattvas will become now your biomemory. It will not be any more muscle memory. And when you apply these 4 tattvas again and again, from the level of biomemory, you will catch the gist of the 4 tattvas into your cognition. It will become bioenergy. How many of you are cognizing? I'll repeat. You learnt the 4 tattvas only few months before. Naturally, it will be only in the level of muscle memory. But psychologically, for some reason, you collapse. Some depression, fear, anger, stress. Your whole cognition is imbalanced. You are completely powerless. You don't know what you are talking. You don't know what you are thinking. After the collapse, if you raise yourself just by these 4 tattvas, the 4 tattvas will become your biomemory. Because anything of the past Janma will become biomemory in this Janma. Psychologically collapsing and standing up again is equivalent to next Janma. That is why I create enough of opportunity for you to psychologically collapse. So that you will stand up with 4 tattvas. No. Understand? Till 4 tattvas becomes your bioenergy, I will continue to expose your inauthenticity to you, all your inauthenticities to you, and you will again and again collapse. There are many people in the society having maybe 1 lakh lust pattern, and many times their pattern will not even raise their head. But if you are my disciple, my sannyas, even if you have 3 lust pattern, it will awaken 300 times a day. Because your inauthenticity needs to be exposed to you. You need to collapse till you become completely authentic. I don't use 22 karat gold. I want only 24 karat or 25 karat gold. I don't allow 916. No. It has to be complete 100%. Understand? Continuously. Sometimes people ask me, Swamiji, after I became your disciple, I see a lot of struggle inside my mind. I tell them, I am doing it. I will not let you rest till you become completely authentic. Even 1 point inauthenticity cannot be tolerated. Understand? You have to do the job when I am in the body. You have to achieve it, whether you have urgency or not. If you have urge, it is urgent for me. Whether it is urgent, getting enlightened is urgent for you or not, but you getting enlightened is urgent for me. Understand? This is the way muscle memory becomes biomemory. That is why when you collapse psychologically and stand up, you should. Build your inner space based on the 4 tattvas. If you live on the 4 tattvas as biomemory again and again, means even if you collapse again and again, you will stand up again and again, solving your problems based on 4 tattvas. For example, once in 2 days, you can see one department in our ashram will collapse with that person. So if he stands up again and again with 4 tattvas, then biomemory will become bioenergy. Means before even you think and take the decision, your cognition gives you the decision. Once this 4 tattvas becomes bioenergy, you will see simply you are living enlightenment. Once this 4 tattvas becomes biomemory, you will see miracles happening in you. Whatever clearance you are carrying, declaration you are carrying will become reality. Anything you declare will become reality if the 4 tattvas become your biomemory. If they become your bioenergy, you just live enlightened life. All of us, still for many of us, these 4 tattvas are only muscle memory. It has to become biomemory. Only then our declarations will become reality. whatever biomemory you brought with you when you assumed this body is prarabdha. The muscle memories you are accumulating here is agamya. And the collective biomemories is sanjita. If you come to planet Earth only with bioenergy, without biomemory, you are incarnation. No biomemory, only bioenergy. You are an incarnation. Understand these few principles so that you can complete with all the root patterns. I'll give you from my own life experience understanding of completion with root pattern. Listen, you need to listen very sincerely. I need your listening completely for next 1 hour. Because I'm going to narrate one of the beautiful incident happened in my life. Me feeding Ganesha with 4 tattvas. This will be an enlightened insight. As Krishna says, if you know I am a liberated being, you will also know you are also liberated being. If you know my inner space, you will have my inner space. So I am describing. I request you, just drop all the work you are doing, anything which distracts you, your attention. If you are cooking, something is in the kitchen, on the stove, switch off the stove, switch off your cell phones, tell the people in the house to be a little silent, maybe take the receiver and keep it out, and lock the door. Just sit intensely and listen. Sit with a complete listening, because this listening can transform you. You will easily find what is your biomemory, what is your root pattern, how you can complete it. I wanted you to understand, I did not have even 1% of biomemory in me. It was purely bioenergy, received as a gift from Meenakshi, Arunagiri Yogishwara, body itself, the body structure designing, the architectural design is from Venkateshwara. Understand? With pure bioenergy, I have created my body and started functioning, expressing. If you understand this story, you will understand your root patterns and you will also know how to complete with it. Please understand. Whether you function out of biomemory or bioenergy, in the planet Earth, The way of expressing is same. With bio-memory, you have to complete with those memories, you have to complete with those patterns and function. With bioenergy, it is already completed. It is like if you have bio-memory, it's like you have milk. Then you have to make it into curd, then churn it out and get the butter and ghee. If you have bioenergy, you already have a ghee directly. But both you are only going to eat. So understand, bioenergy is the essence of biomemory. If you understand how I lived, expressed my bioenergy, you can live and express your biomemory also. You can complete your biomemory also. I'll give you from my own experience. At the age of 3, I think my 3rd birthday, this is the turning point in my life. 3rd birthday, when my father and grandfather, both of them were carrying me to the temple. In villages, they will carry the kid on the shoulder or on the chest. Usually my grandfather will carry me to temple. That day, because my birthday, my father also came. When I say grandfather, my mother's father. My father's father passed away before even my father's marriage. Of course, in India you get kids usually after marriage. So I wanted to clarify. Usually it will be. So, even though my grandfather is a great devoted person, is a miser, he won't spend money. So many times when my grandfather carries me to the temple, I will show the shops outside temple where they sell small Ganeshas, small deities. I will show my hand and ask, I want Ganesha, I want Ganesha. But my grandfather will never buy and give. That day my father was also there. My father is not a great devotee kind of a person, but a spendthrift. And the moment I asked, he said, come on, I will buy and give you. He bought it. He will spend left and right. And lot of spending for pride. See how I treat people, how I keep people. That pride spending, lot of pride spending. So he bought it and gave me the Ganesha. I literally started living with that Ganesha. That means morning when I wake up, I'll wake him up. And then when I brush the teeth, I'll brush his teeth also. You can see the deity is still there. His whole tusk, everything is gone. Because I had a small brush. In those days, if you buy the Colgate paste, they will give you a free toothbrush along with that paste. And if it is a child toothbrush, they will give 2. It will be only this size, 2 brush. So when you get 2 brush, one for me and one for Ganesha. And kar. I also used to think it's a big task, so I have to clean. When I brush the teeth, I'll brush his teeth also. When I wash myself, I will wash him. When I take bath, I will give him bath. After that, when I put on the clothes, I will put him clothes. When I sit and eat, I will also feed him. Means giving Nivedya. No school those days, so there's no routine. But I'll go around and play with him, with that Ganesha. I'll make a small chariot for him and put him and drive him around, and then I'll do some abhishekam, I'll do some alankaram. Whole day I'll be playing with him. You can see the deity. Whole day I'll be literally playing with him. He became part of me. Please understand. He is no more a stone for me. He is a life for me. If your child is playing with Barbie doll, then you will understand what I am saying. For a child, that Barbie doll is a member of the family. She is not toy or doll away from her life, just alive, family member. Same way, this Ganesha was part of me, continuously taking care, feeling. This Ganesha has become my cognition, part of my cognition. Please understand. He has become part of my cognition. One day I went to the temple. In the temple, usually there will be a lot of people coming and giving some discourses. The Arunachaleshwara temple is such a beautiful place. In 365 days of a year, almost 300 days there will be some festival or other. Deity will be going around in the procession. Some lecture will be going on. Some old man will come and sit. And he will go on, be talking something, and sometime I have seen the speakers will even sleep halfway during the speech. They will be speaking and doze off. And they will wake up and continue the story. Even if the speaker sleeps, then understand the listeners. But like this, something will be going on. That's one great thing. One of my grandfathers, my father's side, one of my grandfathers, last 72 years, I think now he is 90, last 72 years, without missing even one Kritika Nakshatra, every month he is conducting a public function without missing 1 week, even 1 month. Now he has become very old. See, the whole thing is small budget, maximum expense is 10,000. But he has 1,000 people to give 10 rupee for him. He will go around shop to shop, shop to shop. Nobody will give more than 10 rupee, even if you ask. So, shop to shop, he will go and collect 10,000 rupee per month and spend over. But I just can't understand the inspiration. See, it is not that all the time the atmosphere will be smooth for the function. And sometimes there will be no audience, but he will force the speaker to speak. His inspiration, just to respect his inspiration. Few years before I told him that don't go and collect money anymore. because he's 90-year-old man, still going shop to shop, 1,000 shop he has to go to collect 10,000 rupee. I said, don't go, we will fund you. So from last few years, from Dhyanapeetham we are funding. Still he is continuing to organize the programs. Even though he doesn't need to now collect money, organizing is not a joke. He will organize a stage, mic set, speaker, bit notice. He will go and stand in front of the temple during the crowd and distribute. Amazing organizing. Means dedication to the concept. So, like this one function, I went and sat. The speaker was speaking. The speaker was giving a story of a great South Indian saint, Nambiyandar Nambi. His name is Nambiyandar Nambi. The story is very typical story. You will have this kind of stories in every state in India. Of course, I don't mean to disrespect this story. It's not a lie or false. In every village of India like this, some stories, spiritual stories will be there, and these are some of the typical spiritual stories. A cow going and pouring the milk in the forest, and when you dig out, a deity comes out. This is a typical story. You will see every state of India will have at least 10 temples like this. Every state of India, you will have 10 temples like this. Cow going and pouring milk on a snake hole or in a corner of a forest, in a remote forest. Then people run and dig out that area and they will find a deity. In the same way, this is one of the typical stories of India. A father who was a temple priest is not able to go to the temple. One day sends the son. The small kid goes and puts the food, and with his innocence and authenticity and integrity requests the deity to eat the food, and deity eats the food. It's a typical story. You will find hundreds of saints having this story in their life. It is not story, it is history, truth. People may ask, how can hundreds of saints like this can happen? In India this happens, come on. We are the God production country. The country, the civilization which produces gods. Which produces incarnations, saints. See, when the whole civilization is interested in the football match, naturally the best football players will be created. Why? Because the civilization is interested, country is interested. Huge football stadiums will be built. And amazing football players will be created. Because so many people are dedicating their energy into it. Literally football becomes a religion. Same way, if there is a huge crowd interested in the God, divine sciences, naturally large temple infrastructures will be created. And thousands of best saints who can relate with gods are created. That's all. If some people ask, if you guys ask us, how do you have so many saints and so many, same story in so many saints' life? Then I'll also ask, how do you have so many football players and so many car companies? That's all. Just like Indians respect, enamored by the foreign cars, because it is rare. Same way Westerners also enamored by the Indian saints, because it is rare. In US, they don't care much about the Benz and BMW and all that. It is there like regular use. Same way in India also, saints are there like for regular use. You need to understand the whole psychology. Too much available. So this saint, this Nambiyandar Nambi also has this type of stories. This type of story in his life. His father was a priest of a temple, and one day he was sick, he could not go, so the Nambiyandar Nambi went with the food and he begged Ganesha. That was a Ganesha temple. And because of his authenticity and integrity, Ganesha himself appeared and ate the food. When I heard the story, just that whole story became part of my inner space, part of my bioenergy. Something in my bioenergy got kindled. Whatever is inside you will be kindled even by a spark from outside. I have seen one of my friend, he was so interested in politics. Even at the age of 8, wherever the political meeting happens, he will go and stand and listen. Once the speaker goes, the crowd goes, he will get into the stage, because it will take 2 days to dismantle the stage. He will stand on the stage and give the same speech. He will speak, he will scream, and he will exactly act. Soda, soda. Usually the politicians, when they speak, they will ask for soda. And we had agreement, we both had agreement. He will help me in the puja, I will assist him giving soda. I used to be his assistant when he gives his political discourses. When I do my puja, he will be my assistant, getting my flowers and making sandal paste and all that. And so whatever is in you is awakened by the external informations. This Ganesha story has awakened something in me so strongly, so strongly, so strongly, I tell you. It is like when kids go to the Disney World, Disneyland, they literally feel all those characters they see in the TV, Tom and Jerry, all those characters are living in Disneyland. They go and stand with them and take photograph, hug them. All those characters, Dracula, all characters you see in the TV, Spider-Man, Iron Man, all those characters you see in the TV, the kids feel that they are really living in Disneyland, and when they go, they take photograph with those characters. And they really feel these people who are having the dress, those characters, they don't understand somebody is inside the dress and wearing the dress and acting out. No. Because kids live with those memories. It feels so right and so true. Anyhow, something happened in my inner space because of that story. I still remember the speaker's name, Selva Ganapati. He was the speaker. He's a famous preacher, religious speaker in Tamil Nadu. Even now he is alive. He was the guy who was speaking in the temple. And after this story, I ran to the house, decided I'll make my Ganesha eat. Bioenergy of Meenakshi, see. It has to be done. Means done. The go-getter attitude is, that energy is from Meenakshi. being in the space of unclutched is from Arunagiri Yogeshwara in Samadhi. The go-getter attitude is from Meenakshi. I ran to the house to feed Ganesha. Listen, when you are in integrity, you will respect every person's words, even if they are non-integrated. You will trust the word is out of integrity because you do not know anything other than integrity. Listen, if you are established in integrity, not only you will have the power to make your words into reality, you can make even others' words into reality. Even if the other person is non-integrated person. Because I never experienced a space of lack of integrity in my life from the birth, I simply trusted his integrity. Of course, now I realized he himself has not realized what he said. He passed it on only as an information to me. He was in integrity when he passed the information, but he was not authentic. He has not realized it. Understand? The information itself is truth. So he was in integrity. But he is not authentic because he has not realized it. Anyhow, because I was in integrity, the words just filled my inner space. I decided I'll make my Ganesha eat. Not just for the fun of it. I felt if he is not eating, he must have been very hungry all these days, and he must be really lean, thin. The young age you learn from the parents, if you don't eat, you will die. And what all I learned 3-4 things. If you don't eat, you will die. And if you don't eat, ghosts will come and take you away. And if you don't eat, crow will come and drop on your head. Crow will put its drops on your head. This all I learned from the young age. The parents have said. And of course, if you don't eat, you will die. So I thought, my Ganesha, then maybe ghost is possessing him and he is sick. That is why he doesn't walk on his own. I have to pull him. So I ran and told Ganesha, don't worry, from today I'll give you food, you should eat. You should properly eat. Because he's more like a friend for me. I started talking, you should properly eat and you should be healthy. And I also thought, he's a child Ganesha, he has to eat and become like a Ganesha in the temple, that big Ganesha. Because you are not eating only, you are not growing. That was my argument with him. See, in the temple, Ganeshas are all big, 5 feet, 6 feet. Especially in Arunachalaswara temple, tall, 8 feet Ganesha is there. His name is Sambandha Ganapati. So I used to tell, you should become like that Ganesha. Only if you eat properly, you will become like that Ganesha. Because family people will tell, only if you eat, you will become big like us. So I also thought, if this Ganesha eats only, then he will become big like that big Ganesha, the temple. I told him, don't worry, you eat and become big, I'll build a temple like that for you. I think my commitment, that is why now I am building big temples. Installing big Ganeshas. My word to Ganesha, I am fulfilling, honoring. So, anyhow, he was not listening. Means he was not eating. Maybe he heard, he did not respond. So again and again, next 2-3 days I was sitting and convincing him why he should eat. Maybe that was the time that matter is melting to the consciousness, means the word is moving the world. By again and again declaring to Ganesha, talking to Ganesha is a declaration, understand? It's a declaration. Me saying that eat, you should eat. Again and again, when I was declaring, I think Ganesha was also giving listening, understand? When your declarations are too strong, even if there is a stone in front of you, it will listen. So few days it was going on. One day I decided to take a next jump towards authenticity. Understand, whenever you move from integrity to the authenticity next level, it will not be always completely authentically authentic. Your efforts may be inauthentic. Then you will move to authenticity. So when I decided I have to make him eat, first thing I planned is, my grandmother will always tell, if you don't eat, I will put you in the well. In my house, the center of the house, the big well was there, village type well. My grandmother used to threaten, if you don't eat, I will put you in the well. I decided to do the same thing for Ganesha also. I told the Ganesha, now if you don't eat, I will put you in the well. This type of well. Whatever you hear from the elders, the situation, that will only be your way of cognition. So I told the Ganesha, eat or I'll throw you in the well. Of course he was not eating. I did not have the heart to throw him completely into the well, so I just want to threaten him. So I picked up the bucket with which they fetch the water, and I put the Ganesha into the bucket and lowered the rope. So with a small rope, I lowered. Just in 10 feet the water was there. It was a village well, and the water level, groundwater level was very high, especially Arunachala with the 367 tanks all around the hill. The high groundwater level was very high, just 10 feet. So when the bucket touched the water, then I was shouting, hey, eat now, at least change your mind now and eat. I'll lift you out, otherwise I'll put you in the well. Suddenly I realized I have not put the food in the bucket. If he changes the mind now, how will he will eat? Because I have seen my uncles and all, they will carry the kid and show, I'll throw you now. Then they will cry, no, I'll listen to whatever you say. So I thought maybe now Ganesha will change his mind, then how he will eat. So I got the bucket again up and put the food also. Then lowered. He did not eat. Then I had the doubt, I think he doesn't like my mother's cooking. Then I dropped the plan, that day feeding him, took him out and left it with my small temple I had. Went to the temple, main temple, brought the food from the temple, and I said, see, this is your diet. what you eat in the temple. Please understand, I was continuously thinking, in the temples, deities eat the food. I never thought they will show the food and bring it away. Listen. I brought from the temple and told Ganesha, see now, I brought from the temple your diet, eat. But he was not ready to eat even the temple food. Even the temple food he was not ready to eat. So I went on trying again with the food, temple food, in the bucket and putting the deity. I lowered. See, when you start living authenticity, it will always be inauthentic, because you will be growing to the next level of authenticity. When I decided to make him eat, my efforts were inauthentic. But only from there you will move to authenticity. What I was trying to torture him, threaten him. Anyhow, I did not have the heart to put him in the well, so I brought him out and kept it. Suddenly it clicked. I can say, even with inauthenticity, if you take the responsibility and enriching, I tell you, the world, the cosmos will appear as a guru and give you the shift towards authenticity. The cosmos gave me the click. See, that saint, Nambiyandar Nambi, sacrificed himself to make Ganesha eat. But in my case, I am torturing Ganesha. This is the inauthenticity. I have to take the responsibility. I cannot be constantly putting the blame on others. Understand, as long as you think others are the source, never the problem will be solved. I realized I am the source. I am responsible. I should sacrifice. I should take the responsibility and I should enrich. Understand, the biggest transformation can happen to any human being is realizing I am the source. Just you understanding I am the source and taking responsibility transforms your inauthenticity to authenticity. All your inauthenticities will be transformed. All your inauthenticities will be transformed when you realize you are responsible for everything and you are the source. This has happened in me. When I decided I am responsible, I have decided till Ganesha eats, I will not eat. This is the most authentic decision I made. I'll stretch myself. I sat so strongly. The willpower, the authenticity. I don't even want to say the willpower, authenticity. Meenakshi's gift, you see. With her authenticity, she was able to just straight go to Kailash and finish off even Nandi. I have decided I will not eat till Ganesha eats. I will get the food from the house, put it for Ganesha. Next meal I will bring, because this meal has become old, I will throw this and again put that new food for Ganesha. We will be sitting. 1 day over, 2 day over, third day evening. But the power of authenticity, I did not even have the doubt or the thought or the desire or the temptation. It's okay, I'll eat. No. No, it's okay. Sitting with authenticity. ध्यान से सुनिए. अगर आप ध्यान से सुनिए, I'll give you the gist of this whole story in Hindi. आज हम एक बहुत ही प्रमुख विषय आप बायो एनर्जी और बायो मेमोरी के बारे में बात करेंगे. हम ये भी देखेंगे कि आपकी मूल वासना और मूल विचारधारा को कैसे आप पूर्ण कर सकते हैं. मैं आपको आज आपकी मूल वासना से पूर्ण करने की तकनीक के बारे में बताऊंगा. समझने की कोशिश कीजिए. जो यादें आप में लगातार उपस्थित होके आपको अचेतना स्थिति में जीवन के प्रति प्रतिक्रिया व्यक्त करते हैं, उसे बायो मेमोरी कहते हैं. अगर आप अपने जीवन में हो रहे हर घटना से अनुभव पूर्वक सबक सीखते हैं और उसे चेतना स्थिति के साथ याद रखे जीवन के प्रति प्रतिक्रिया व्यक्त करते हैं, उसे बायो एनर्जी कहते हैं. जीवन में अगर आप बायो मेमोरी के साथ रहते हैं, आप में बायो एनर्जी व्यक्त नहीं होगा. जब आप बायो एनर्जी के साथ जीते हैं, तब आपकी उपस्थिति बड़े ही तेजोमय होगा. अगर आप बायो मेमोरी के आधार पर जीवन के प्रति प्रतिक्रिया व्यक्त करते हैं, आप एक बंधे हुए जीव है और संसार की मायावी बंधन में आप बंधे हुए हैं. आप में एक और चीज भी आपके एक और चीज भी है, और वह है मसल मेमोरी. जो यदि आप में सतह स्थायी पर रहते हैं, उन्हें मसल मेमोरी कहते हैं. उदाहरण के लिए, आपने अगर इन 4 तत्वों को 2 या 4 महीने के पूर्व शिका है, 2 या 4 तत्व आपके मसल मेमोरी बनकर आप में बस जाते हैं, और कोई एक परिस्थिति में आप संघर्ष का सामना करते हैं और आप टूट चुके हैं, और जब आप उस हर परिस्थिति में आप इन 4 तत्वों के आधार पर खड़े जो जाते हैं, तब यह 4 तत्व आप में बायो मेमोरी बनकर आप में बस जाते हैं. लोग मुझे पूछते हैं, स्वामी जी, आपका शिष्य बने के बाद मेरे मन की संघर्ष बढ़ गई है. मैं उनके कहता हूं, उसका कारण मैं ही हूं. मैं लगातार आपको अस्त व्यस्त मनोदशा में डाल देता हूं, ताकि आपकी बायो मेमोरी अगले स्तर पर पहुंच जाएगी. आप कोई भी संघर्ष से गिर कर उठ जाते हैं, तब आपने आपको अपने मनोदशा को, मनोभावना को और समझने की ढंग को केवल इन 4 तत्वों के आधार पर निर्माण कीजिए। तब यह 4 तत्व आपका बायो एनर्जी बन जाते हैं, और जब यह 4 तत्व आप में बायो एनर्जी बन जाते हैं, तब आप एक जीवन मुक्त जीवन को जीने लगेंगे। तब आप जो भी सृजन करने का संकल्प लेते हैं, वह पूर्ण तरह से वास्तविकता में परिवर्तित हो जाएगा। इन बातों को समझकर अपने मूल वासना और विचारधारा के साथ पूर्णत्व स्थिति को लाइए। आप में अपने जीवन का एक बड़े ही महत्वपूर्ण घटना के बारे में बात करूंगा, जिससे आपको आज की विषय और गहरी रूप में समझ में आएगा। मैं अनुरोध करता हूं कि आप पूर्ण तरह से सुने। केवल आपकी सुनने से ही आपको अपने मूल वासना से पूर्णत्व लाने का तकनीक के बारे में पता चलेगा। मैंने कोई भी मसल मेमोरी या बायो मेमोरी के साथ यह देह में जन्म नहीं लिया। मैंने इस देह को एक शुद्ध बायो एनर्जी के साथ निर्माण किया था। ध्यान से सुनिए, आप अगर बायो मेमोरी के साथ जीते हैं, वह दूध के समान है, जिससे आपको दही और घी को अलग सा बनाना होगा। किंतु अगर आप बायो एनर्जी के साथ जीते हैं, तब आपको सीधी तरह से घी मिल जाएगा। मेरे तीसरे जन्मदिन के अवसर पर मेरे पिताजी और नानाजी मुझे मंदिर को लेके जा रहे थे। रास्ते में मैंने एक गणेश की मूर्ति को देखा और उसकी मांग किया। गणेश की मूर्ति भंडार को देखा और उसकी मांग किया। मेरे पिताजी ने तुरंत उस मूर्ति को खरीद कर मुझे दे दिया। उस दिन से मैं उस गणेश के साथ जीने लगा। मेरे दिन का हर कार्य, जैसे दांत को ब्रश करना, भोजन करना, ऐसे हर कार्यों को मैं अपने साथ साथ गणेशा से भी कराता था। एक दिन मैं अरुणाचल शिव जी के मंदिर में था। उस मंदिर में हर दिन कोई व्यक्ति आध्यात्मिक प्रवचन को देते हैं। उस दिन भी ऐसी है एक प्रवचन हो रहा था। उस प्रवचन में वक्ता एक महान संत नंबियांडार नंबी के जीवन कथा सुना रहे थे। उस कथा में एक पुजारी था जो एक दिन मंदिर को जा नहीं पाया, और उस पुजारी ने अपनी जगह में अपने लड़के नंबियांडार नंबी को मंदिर में जाके वहां उपस्थित गणेश भगवान को प्रसाद चढ़ाने के लिए भेज दिया। नंबियांडार नंबी ने मंदिर में जाके गणेश जी को प्रसाद चढ़ाए, और गणेश ने उस प्रसाद को वास्तव में खा लिया। इस कहानी सुनने के बाद मैं बहुत ही जहरी रूप में प्रभावित हुआ। मेरे अंतर आकाश में कुछ हुआ। उस दिन इस कहानी का समाप्त होते ही मैं तेजी से भाग के मैं अपने घर पहुंच गया। जब आप संपूर्ति में स्थापित होते हैं तब अन्य लोगों के संपूर्ति स्थिति में ना रहना पर भी आप उनके कहे हुए हर शब्द को आप पूर्ण तरह से विश्वास कर लेते हैं और उनके शब्दों को वास्तविकता में परिवर्तित कर सकते हैं। जैसे कि मेरे साथ हुआ, मैं घर को भाग कर गणेश के पास गया था और उसे कहने लगा, तुमको आप भोजन करना पड़ेगा क्योंकि तुम्हें आप बड़ा गणेशा बनना है और तुम बिल्कुल का सकते हो क्यों भी। नंबियांडार नंबी के गणेशा ने भी भोजन किया था। मैं लगातार अपने गणेश से बात करने लगा कि क्यों उसको भोजन क्या करना है। तब एक दिन मैंने अपनी श्रद्धा को अगले स्तर को ले गया। मैंने गणेशा से कहा, अगर आज तुम आज नहीं खाओगे मैं तुम्हें कुएं में डाल दूंगा। गणेशा ने मेरी बात नहीं सुनी। तब मैं गणेशा को एक बाल्टी में रखा और उस बाल्टी को धीरे से कुएं में उतारने आरंभ किया। तब मुझे अचानक याद आया कि मैंने बाल्टी में गणेशा में साथ साथ भोजन को नहीं रखा। मैंने बाल्टी को ऊपर निकाला और उसमें भोजन को रखा। फिर से मैंने बाल्टी को कुएं की नीचे उतार दिए, किंतु गणेशा ने फिर भी नहीं खाया। तब मैंने सोचा कि शायद गणेश को मेरे माँ के हाथ का भोजन अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है। मैंने बाल्टी को फिर से ऊपर निकाला और इस बार में मंदिर से लाया हुआ प्रसाद को बाल्टी में रखा और बाल्टी को कुएं के अंदर फिर से उतार दिया। मगर तभी गणेशा नए प्रसाद को नहीं तभी गणेशा ने नए प्रसाद को नहीं खाया। तब मैं सोचने लगा कि क्यों गणेशा नहीं खा रहा है। तब अचानक मुझे समझ में आया कि उस कहानी में महान संत नंबियांडार नंबी ने गणेश को खाना खिलाना के लिए अपने आप को त्याग किया। मैंने भी ऐसे ही करने की ठान लिया। इसके बाद क्या हुआ ये हम कल के सत्संग में सुनेंगे। I'll expand what happened, the remaining story tomorrow, whether Ganesha ate or not, whether I ate only after Ganesha ate or I ate before Ganesha ate, what is the climax, and how the authenticity works, what is the power of authenticity, you can learn tomorrow. End of the story, you will understand how you can complete with your root patterns.
जीवन्मुक्तिप्रदं देवं क्षमापूर्णं जगद्गुरुं वन्दे परमहंसाख्यं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतम् आनन्दानुभवास्वादं सर्वरोगनिवारकं वन्दे पापविनाशक्तं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतम् आनन्दानुभवास्वादं सर्वरोगनिवारकं वन्दे पापविनाशक्तं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतम्.
Let you all achieve, experience, live, express, radiate, share and explode in eternal bliss. Nityananda.
Nityananda Dhyanapitham, Nityananda Nagar, off Mysore Road, Bidadi, Bengaluru. Phone 08027279999, www.nityananda.org, www.youtube.com/Life Bliss Foundation.